Buying a new bike is pretty darn expensive these days, so if you want your money to go as far as possible, then listen up, because I've been trawling the web to find you the best deals right now. Well, they are when we recorded in early 2025. We've got some great road and gravel bikes, so let's waste no more time and get right to it. The cheapest gravel bike in this video is a brilliant gravel and commuter machine rolled into one. Boardman's ADV 8.9 is just £1,200, but you get tubeless ready wheels and tyres, Shimano's GRX 610 group set, and hydraulic disc brakes. I really like the look of this because of its versatility. It will do gravel, slap some mudguards on it, and it can be a trusty commuter, or get a set of faster tyres and you've got a great winter road bike. It's not going to be the lightest bike, but you'll struggle to do better for the money. If you want a road bike to get you going on long rides, I don't really think there is a better deal than this. This Endurace has the outstanding Shimano Tiagra mechanical group set with hydraulic disc brakes. In the future, you might want a better set of wheels and tyres, especially if you want to go tubeless, but there's not much else wrong here. And while it's at this price, it is really good value. If you're looking for a seriously fast endurance bike, then there isn't a better deal out there than our Bike of the Year from 2024. Giant took the Defy back to its roots, giving it wide enough clearance for endurance road rides and a lightweight build. £2,500 is getting you 105 Di2, which is probably more group set than any of us will ever need. Giant has saved a bit of money on the wheels. These are alloy, but they're tubeless ready. I'd simply be looking to go carbon, but that's mostly because I love the look of mid-depth wheels on an endurance bike. I would say that if you want to gradually build a lightweight endurance bike, this would be the place to start. The best brand out there for value in early 2025 though is unquestionably Cube. Their prices across a range of road and gravel bikes is just brilliant. But there's a problem. From what you lot are saying in the comments, they're selling like hotcakes, and Cube seemingly can't make enough to meet demand. Which is a good thing, I guess. It certainly shows that riders are kind of crying out for sensibly priced bikes. I've picked out the Agree C62-1 because I think it strikes the perfect balance of price to performance. The carbon frame is a really good base for upgrades, though I wouldn't be doing anything to this Shimano 105 Di2 group set. The first thing I would upgrade down the line would be the wheels. These Newman hoops are around 1,700 grams, so a deeper carbon set would really make this bike look and go amazing. The Agree is a bike that should suit recreational riders pretty much perfectly. It's not a full aero race bike, but it's still got aero optimized tube shapes. It's not a super relaxed endurance bike, but it's got a comfy position. All in, I think it looks an amazing deal, if you can get one. The RCR was easily the best race bike that I rode in 2024, so I really wanted to get one into this list. And I think the Force level build is the way to go. You don't get the top spec one-piece carbon cockpit, but let's be real, they're often more hassle than they're worth due to fit issues. Instead, this one has a two-piece system allowing you to fine-tune your setup, and the bike won't cost you £9,000, which is pretty good in my opinion. Force is an excellent group set, and you get SRAM's super reliable power meter along with zip wheels. While I was doing some price comparison on this bike, because the top end of £4,000 is still a lot of money, I did have a look at Specialized. There is a Tarmac SL7 Pro with the old style SRAM Force, carbon wheels and a power meter at £200 more, but it's not the Tarmac that I'd go for. That would be this, the Comp 105 Di2. It's a way better deal. You've got electronic shifting and a solid set of aluminium wheels to get you started. Down the road, if you want more speed, you can slap on a set of deeper carbon wheels from like Hunt or Scribe or someone similar. You'll get something great for under £800 these days, and let's be honest, beyond this price point, the benefits are vanishingly small. Then if you want power on your bike, send the left crank to 4i for a factory install. Bish bash bosh, you've got a very similar build for under £4,000. So if you're prepared to do a little bit of mechanical work, namely switching to different wheels, this is the way to get yourself an incredible race bike at a fraction of the cost of those that you see in the Tour de France. Another brilliant way to get a race bike without spending ridiculous amounts of money is to start with this Merida Reacto. It's currently down to just £2,400, which is absolutely fabulous for an aero bike. Like the Tarmac, I think this is an excellent way to start if you want to build a fast race bike. Again, you're probably going to want to upgrade those wheels and tires to something faster, but because you can do that easily for under $1,000, you're looking at a very good value racing option. Yes, you can still buy rim brake bikes, and to be honest, if you're just starting out, then something like this Avail 2 would be the way that I would personally go. Don't let the lack of disc brakes put you off. The super popular women's specific geometry and lightweight build mean that this thing is going to ride really well. That, if you're just getting into the sport, is super important. You've got the excellent Shimano Stalwart group set, which these days is way better than even the group sets that I started out racing on. The bike is also set up with 28mm tyres, which giants say actually sit at more like 30mm. So the bike should be plenty comfortable enough. Honestly, something like this would be an excellent buy for a first-time roadie, and I think, though, I've saved the best until last. In terms of bang for your buck, there is no better deal in my eyes than a TCR. Giant still makes the Advanced 2, which gets you a carbon frame and the excellent Shimano 105 rim brake group set. The mechanical shifting is fantastic, and while Giant's own alloy wheels aren't anything special, they are at least tubeless ready. Now, I rode a rim brake TCR on the cobbles of Roubaix, and it still sticks in my mind as the best bike I've ever ridden. The handling is honestly absolutely fantastic. It's comfy, it's speedy, and it looks brilliant too. In fact, I got a theory which might be daft, but hear me out. I think I was much faster when I was on rim brakes with carbon braking surfaces. When you touch the brakes, they made a lot of noise, but they actually did very little. So my brain was satisfied that I was braking, but not much speed was being scrubbed off. As a result, I went through a lot of gaps in the bunch. Anyway, despite what every brand might want you to believe, you don't need disc brakes to have a good road bike. So there's a collection of the best bike deals online in 2025. If you have spotted a great deal, share it in the comments. And if you want to find out why I think the best GPS computer in 2025 is this old model, click here.